Let's talk, heart to heart, chatting about your spiritual beliefs and mine. This program is where we break the social taboo of never discussing our heartfelt beliefs. In a disconnected world, it's easy to feel isolated and alone. Rare are the moments to talk deeply with close friends about things that matter most. I find these conversations less common lately, partly because my friends aren't as close and partly because my beliefs seem so varied from the beliefs of others. I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of offending someone, and frankly, I'm afraid to find out that my beliefs are not consistent with reality. Unfortunately, people affected by disability often have less opportunity to make individual choices regarding spiritual practices and traditions than the general population. So that's why we're here, and that's why your comments and replies are so important. This is our chance to once again have that type of conversation together. Conversations about what matters. Let's talk, heart to heart. Welcome to the third week of Let's Talk Heart to Heart, where we're discussing matters that are close to our hearts. We've been considering the first 5 words of the Bible. In the beginning, God created. And this verse describes God as a creator. That's what we talked about the first week, which makes us unique. And it also describes God as a craftsman, which makes us good and valuable. And that's really where we get, that's where we get with these first 5 words. And I've really enjoyed reading the comments. Have you had a chance to read some of the comments in the videos? The last couple, they're really, really good. I threw another verse up here, Psalm 139, 13 and 14. It says that it's that summary of God as an architect, as a craftsman. He knit me together. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. That I noticed in the comments there was some hesitance. Not just in the comments. If you meet me during the week now, I ask everybody about the show and what's going on. And so as I had conversations, as I read various comments through the week, I just noticed a little bit of a hesitancy when we would talk about these matters of uniqueness, of what makes you special. And people weren't always interested in going down that path. People would give various answers, but notice we had a couple people say this is a tough one. It's really difficult. Other people tell me, and in one case, Andy mentioned that we have to begin somewhere else other than with the uniqueness. So there's an awkwardness in talking about the uniqueness. I'm interested in why that is. Why do you think that is? That's really the question I want to contemplate a little bit this week. Is do we talk too much about how special we are, or do we not talk enough, or is it just right? I mean, do you think that we should be focusing more on this? I was ready to move on, actually, on to the next topic, and I started thinking about this, particularly as I talked to people and started saying to them, what really makes you unique? How unique are you? I wonder what holds us back. What makes us really wonder if we are unique, or how unique? That's a funny thing, the word unique is a superlative. You don't need to say very unique or truly unique. Unique means one of a kind, one of its kind. And that's the message that we're trying to get across. Andrew mentioned that we're not just created, but contemplated. And he was mentioning how cool that thought is. I agree. That's a really neat idea, that we weren't just, we were at the beginning of the universe when think about the vast expanse of the stars and the universe were created. God contemplated you, contemplated this moment right now, that you're watching this video, that we're talking, all the things that are going on around it. It's a vast mind beyond what we know that was going on there, and God was contemplating you. There's a great deal of esteem there. Ida pointed out that Henry Nouwen emphasizes that we're a divine choice. That's esteem, divine choice. So we have this sort of this complication that we're feeling the pressure of our parents saying, "Be humble and think of others first, and don't hold your nose up in the air too high," and then the idea where the Bible is saying, you're wonderfully made. That's different than being proud. That's being that's understanding who made you, where you came from. Anyway, I think it's an interesting concept. So what I want you to think about this week is, are you comfortable with being wonderful? So my question is, what causes us to be awkward? What are the things? Dig down real deep and think. When I think about this question, how am I unique and what makes me special? What are the things that hold you back? Andy got to it a little bit in his comments, what held him back. But I'd like for you all to think about that a little bit. What holds you back? What keeps you from expressing your God-given wonderfulness? We'll have lots of time to talk about other things that aren't so wonderful. But I'd like for you to think about that. Do we talk too much about being unique? We're uniquely the same, so we push this a good bit. Or do we not talk enough, or is it just right? I'd like for you to think about that a little bit. And if you would, comment below. Remember, the comments really just are the heart blood of this conversation. So let's get to those. I look forward to looking at those with you. Leave your comments, and we will see you again next week. Please be unique. Realize that you're wonderfully made, and recognize that in others as well. Leave your comments now.